Hello, word. Listeners, welcome to your daily dose of vocabulary building. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we explore another fascinating word in the English language. Today's word is communicate. Communicate is an A2 level verb meaning to exchange information. It's how we connect with each other, share our thoughts, and understand the world around us. So, what does it really mean to communicate? Well, at its core, it means to successfully convey information, ideas, or feelings to someone else. This can happen through speaking, writing, body language, or even art. It's about making sure your message is received and understood. For example, you might communicate your needs to a friend, or a company might communicate its mission to its customers. It's a word we use all the time, often without even thinking about it. Now, let's delve into some synonyms for communicate. One useful synonym is convey. Convey also means to transmit or impart information. For example, the painting conveys a feeling of sadness. Another synonym is express. Express suggests making your thoughts or feelings known. For example, she expressed her gratitude with a heartfelt thank you. A further synonym is inform. Inform means to give someone facts or details. For example, the news report informed the public about the upcoming storm. And finally, consider the word transmit. Transmit is often used in a more technical sense, like sending data, but it also means to pass on information. For example, diseases can be transmitted through contact. Now, let's explore the opposite side of the coin, antonyms for communicate. The first antonym that comes to mind is conceal. Conceal means to hide or keep secret, the opposite of sharing information. For example, she tried to conceal her disappointment. Another antonym is withhold. Withhold means to refuse to give something, including information. For example, the company withheld important details from the investors. Another useful antonym is suppress. Suppress means to prevent something from being expressed or known. For example, the government tried to suppress the protests. A further antonym is obfuscate. Obfuscate means to make something unclear, obscure, or unintelligible. For example, the politician tried to obfuscate the issue with complicated language. Let's look at how we can use communicate in everyday life. In the morning, you might communicate with your family about your plans for the day. At work, you communicate with your colleagues to collaborate on projects. When you're traveling, you communicate with locals to ask for directions. You communicate your love and appreciation to friends and family through words and actions. If you're feeling unwell, you communicate your symptoms to a doctor. Think about common expressions using communicate. We often say, let's communicate later when promising to follow up. Or, I need to communicate this clearly to emphasize the importance of a message. We might say, I'm having trouble communicating my feelings. Here are some more examples of communicate in sentences and phrases. It's important to communicate effectively in a team. The new software allows us to communicate more easily with our clients. She communicated her concerns to the manager. He communicated his decision with a short email. Animals communicate through body language and sounds. The artist communicated a powerful message through her sculpture. We need to communicate the urgency of this situation. How do you communicate with your family who live far away? Good leaders know how to communicate their vision. The email was intended to communicate the new policy. She struggled to communicate in a foreign language. The company uses social media to communicate with its customers. Effective communication is key to a successful relationship. The politician's speech failed to communicate his message clearly. We must communicate the importance of environmental protection. To recap, communicate is an A2 level verb that means to exchange information. We learned synonyms like convey, express, inform, and transmit, and antonyms like conceal, withhold, suppress, and obfuscate. We explored how we use communicate in everyday conversations and in various contexts. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word. I hope you found this episode helpful and informative. Your support means the world to me. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your reviews help others discover Hello Word and continue their English language learning journey. Now, here's a little challenge for you. I encourage you to create your own sentence using the word communicate and share it as a comment under this video. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Happy learning, and I'll see you next time on Hello Word.